We have more breaking updates coming in. Sources are telling Times now that Air Chief Marshal AP Singh is currently meeting Prime Minister Modi at his residence. Big update coming in. Remember, over the last few days, we've seen multiple such meetings taking place. And now sources indicating that the Air Chief Marshal is also currently meeting the Prime Minister. The meeting is currently underway even as we speak. My colleague Mohit Bhatt is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Mohit, we've seen multiple such meetings taking place at the Prime Minister's residence. Take us through the latest.
Fact, and yesterday itself we saw that how the Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi met Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his residence, and now we see that how the Air Chief Marshal, as we speak, is meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his residence. Now this meeting comes in the backdrop of that there have been various meetings. 2 CCS have been chaired, and we saw that Armed Forces Chief, all the 3 Armed Forces Chief, including Rajnath Singh, NSA Ajit Doval, met Prime Minister Narendra Modi a few days ago. So India's strategy is being chalked out that how exactly India will hit out at Pakistan and Pakistani-based terrorists. And given the fact that how Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given a free hand to the armed forces that they can choose the target, they can choose the timing to attack Pakistan, this meeting is also very important. So yesterday it was the Navy Chief, and now Air Chief AP Singh is meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So we know for a fact that how India's response is clear. India will hit back at Pakistan, but it will be at the time of choosing, the target will be chosen by the armed forces, and hence these all meetings are very important. And also what we are being told is that the preparedness of the Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force is also being briefed by the services chief to the Prime Minister. And as we speak, the meeting is going on. And given the fact, we know for a fact how the Pakistan has scrambled their jets, their military alongside the border, India is all set and prepared.
Okay, so India will respond at a time of its own choosing. Hours after the Navy Chief Admiral met the Prime Minister, we have the Air Chief Marshal AP Singh also currently meeting the Prime Minister. Mohit, this is a clear indication that big decisions are being taken, and more importantly, it has been made clear that the Prime Minister has given a free hand to the forces to retaliate at a time of their choosing.
So yes, in fact, and you see, our forces are capable to hit back at Pakistan, to attack the terrorists, but it cannot be a knee-jerk reaction. It has to be a proper plan in place, and that plan is being prepared by our armed forces. And we have seen multiple meetings, the CCS happening twice post the Pahalgam terror attack. Then we saw that how Rajnath Singh with the armed forces chief, NSA Ajit Doval, and all the chiefs of the agencies, they met him. And at that particular meeting, PM clearly stated that we have full faith in our armed forces. India will hit back at Pakistan at the time when India feels that would be the right time. The target will be chosen by the armed forces. So the political will, which is very important, is with the Indian forces. And yesterday, it was the Navy Chief who met Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and today is the Armed Forces Air Force Chief, I beg your pardon, is meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So while we are speaking, this meeting is taking place, which is very, very important.
Okay, all right. This comes days after another meeting that the Prime Minister has chaired, which was attended by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, and 3 service chiefs. So there have been multiple meetings taking place at the Prime Minister's residence, and this is an indication of what's coming next. So, Mohit, the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, also part of the meeting that had taken place, that is the Cabinet Committee on Security, that was held day after the terror attack on tourists in Pahalgam, after which there have been multiple meetings that have been taking place as well.